building my bed frame today, but since I can't build my bed frame and do YouTube simultaneously, I decided that for as long as it takes to build my bed frame, I would just use the time to do that. So now, sorry if you're wondering what I'm doing, I am uploading. All right, so fun fact, this morning while I was getting ready to go to the gym, wow, moving on up in the world. What do you mean moving on up in the world? So this morning I was getting ready to leave for the gym, and the mirror in my bathroom was shaking, right? It was shaking because I couldn't quite tell what was going on, but it turns out that on the other side of that wall, there were people doing the devil's tango. That bed looks nice for an evil corp worker. I'm actually getting rid of it because it squeaks so loud at night that it wakes me up. And then it will stop squeaking, and then it will start squeaking again. So I had to buy a new one. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking apart a bed frame and getting rid of it. This is actually the first bed frame of my entire life. I've slept on the floor my whole life. So, damn it. Oh my God, I can't believe how heavy this thing is. So I don't have time. If I don't do this today, I'm not gonna have time to do it until the weekend, because that's usually how it goes during the week. There's no time to do anything. So I either do it now or I don't do it at all. And so putting together a bed frame is not something I wanted to be spending my weekend doing, but I don't have a choice. Rusty Shackelford, is this where the magic happens? If you mean this is where the where you shake hands with the governor, yes. Yeah, slept with the rats where you belong. Store manager that makes $125,000 a year. Believe me, I know that guy. I know that guy too. But oh my gosh, this is gonna be such a pain in the rear. This is good spot for the executive women. Oh, the executive women. They would hurt you if they knew you even thought about them. Where's Susie? When you need her. I think Susie's on the other side of that wall. I think I have Susie's on all sides of me, actually. God, this is going to be a lot harder than I thought. All right, so this is my new bed I'm working on right now. So if you're wondering, why do you need a new bed? Because the old one got... So I had been moving my bed around in this room now. I've had it on this wall, and that wall, and all the other walls, and I can't find any place where I'm comfortable sleeping. So the last time I moved it into this corner, when I moved it into the corner, it something happened. Like, I've tried tightening every bolt on it that I can, but there is no way that I can figure out how to fix it. So if I can't fix it, then I've got to replace it. And that's what I'm doing now, is building a platform bed so I can replace it. Blues Tubby said hi. Johnny Mellon calling. What's up? We're building a bed. You're asking, what's wrong with the old bed? The old bed is broken. The old bed squeaks so loudly. Oh look, here are the instructions on making my new bed. So this is what I'm building today. Installation manual. Installation manual should be 2 people that come to your house. Oh, look at this. This is how little they think of us. Look at that. Uh-oh. Apparently, you need 2 people to build this. What the? Oh my God, this picture looks like this dude got his junk stuck in this. Look at this picture. What is going on in this picture? It looks like he stuck his wiener in the boards and it broke. Who draws these things? Hi, Marty. I'm building a new bed because my old bed is broken. Pieces do I have? So my new bed is this color. Hi, desperate times for desperate measures. Call for church in full session. Ugh. Today we're building furniture in church. I'm gonna need some thoughts and prayers, people, in the comments. I think that's everything. All right, I'll tell you this much. After I'm done taking this one apart, I've got to dismantle that bed frame and either sell it or do something with it. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. All right, so we got to get the box with the parts out. This is not how I wanted to spend the next 2 hours on my knees. Thoughts and prayers. Oh, look at this. I always love these little bags of crap that's in. All right, and the legs. Got little legs, little stubby legs. Little stubby legs. Oh my God, you should see how many pieces there is here. Oh my gosh, there are a lot of pieces. You want to see how many pieces? You want to see a jigsaw puzzle? This is what I have to put together. It's upside down, but you get it. There's a lot of pieces I have to put together. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take it out to the dumpster in sections. All right, so I'm not gonna need these. It's not for a while. It's funny how this bed almost looks identical to my old bed, but my old bed has become quite the squeaker. And you know what the weird part about it is too? Is it will just randomly stop squeaking. And then it'll go back to being normal, and then it'll start squeaking again. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? All right, so I've got 4 of these. Oh no, I got way more of those than I thought. All right, so I've got 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these, and then 2 of those. And then 2 of these and then 2 of those. Oh, we've got a lot of screws, man. A lot of screws to put together. And I'm not feeling like doing this. All right, we need a place to start. Oh my God, I hope it doesn't take that long. I'm really hoping that I can get this done in about an hour, max 2. All right, so we've got to put, step 1, put 8 and 7 together. Really? They couldn't even send you full-size boards? 8 and 7. All right. Well, where's the numbers on the 8 and 7? Does anybody know where the numbers are on these boards? I can't figure out what 8 and 7 is. Oh my God, it is really, really hot in here. I'm gonna have to turn on the fan. This fan is particularly noisy too. Oh my gosh. I can't have the fan in the same room. Happy Mother's Day, Steam. Oh, Grim, happy Mother's Day. I forgot why there was so much traffic at the grocery store. Like, see, that says F. Dad, I wish you guys were here to help me, because at least we could figure out where these boards go. Okay, there's 7. Okay, so the numbers on the boards are on the ends, so at least now I have a starting point. All right, so 8 and 7. Okay, so here's 8 and 7. So 8 and 7 have to go together like this, I imagine. So we're gonna have to do that with 8 and 7 that go together with little studs. All right. All right. So yeah, these little tiny things are what's supposed to hold my bed together. Look at that. Show us your. Did you move? It's been a while since I've watched. Yes, I did move about a month ago, and my bed survived the move, but in all of the moving around, it didn't survive that. So it, for some reason, my bed developed some really bad problems. So I moved it against this wall, the wall where it's at now, because I couldn't find a place to sleep. Like I just couldn't get comfortable anywhere with this bed. And so I ended up pushing it against this wall, and when I pushed it against this wall, something came loose. And now whenever I move at night, it makes this horrible squealing noise. So I had to order a new bed from Amazon last week. And now I am putting that bed together. So I am doing that right now. And I'm hoping that it goes very quickly. It is very, very hot, even inside. In Arizona right now, we're probably gonna make it to 100 degrees again, like we did yesterday, which still is better than what it's like in July, when it's 110 to 115 degrees every day. Okay, so I got that wrong. All right. All right, so here we go. If I'm not paying as much attention to the chat today, it's because I'm actually building furniture. Yeah. Okay. All right, so step one, done. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Princess Jess, I just finished listening to Beanie Love That Girl. She's cleanses my soul. I'm building furniture, so if I'm not watching the chat the whole time, it's because I'm busy. All right, step two, we're connecting the boards together with a bunch of screws. So let's see, not those. Looks like we got the A screws, and then we got some weird contraptions that I don't see anywhere. Oh, it must be those things. Well, these all look like feet, kind of. Well, oh no, here they are. They've got little wings. So this is 5. Okay, so this is 5. And so 5 is going to go on there. So this is 5. And that's going to go in here. It looks like with some A's. You know what's funny is that they usually put some tools in here so you don't have to have anything. But they didn't put anything in here. You know what? I could probably just use the tool for my old one because it's, I'm going to say it's universal. Oh my gosh, this is really hard to read you guys' chats while I'm sitting on the floor. I'll make the best of it. Let's see. Evil Court Proletariat. Susie Rue. Susie Rotten Crotch. Base Taco Bell. Bro, did you tell your boss the show to shove it like we told you? The chat tells me to do all kinds of crazy things. I mean, you guys have told me to go swimming in the lake before. All right. I'm hoping this comes together really freaking fast. All right. I have to find my tool. So my old bed came with this nifty tool that I have to find right now. There it is. Yeah. I think this tool is really going to help. All right. Don't worry about the chat, man. Just get that frame together. Well, that's the point of having the chat here, is that, oh no, my tool doesn't fit. They use different size bolts. Oh, that sucks. This little tool that they sent with my last bed, oh my God, this thing was a game changer putting together my bed. Like, it's a little ratchet with a hex wrench on it. And it just is too big. That's what she said. The man work. Yep. Unfortunately, I was hoping that would ease up the work. Uh-oh. I'm like, what's going on here? I gotta be able to get it in the hole. All right. Okay. All right, so we got that one on. Whew, it's coming together. It actually looks like the picture already. Sadly, I'm not gonna get my toolbox out. brought a screw with me. All right, so I had to go get some tools. Let's see, what are you guys saying in here? Yeah, I'll make it. That's what she said. Basketball player, 5 inches, 3-inch white girl. So you used ChatGPT today to write the script, and that's what it came up with. Yep, just need the right tool. Hopefully this feels like the right size. Yep. Being a bike mechanic my whole life means that you just kind of get a feel for what the right size is. And I just went to the toolbox, touched it, and I'm like, yep, that's it. That's it right there. So, you know, the funny thing is I probably could have become a car mechanic if I actually had had a car in my life, but it is what it is. I mean, I've been a computer mechanic my whole life, so I guess it's only natural for this to be natural. And if you're always doing the same kind of work, right? Hopefully, it's funny that the only reason they had to put these things in is because they didn't want to spend more money on shipping. So they made all the parts in half. So, all right. Feels like I'm already halfway done. I got both sides done. I'm hoping this platform bed doesn't have as many nuances. This bed is just like 2 screws on the back side of it, then 2 screws on the front side of it, and then the headboard has screws in it too. So it wasn't that hard. I took it apart in a few minutes. I put it back together in a few minutes. But yeah, actually, it was just about 3 weeks ago, which I put together my sofa, which is very similar to this. It was just all screws. Let's see. Yeah, it's an infinite money sink for you pros now. Affordability, my rear end. I agree. Affordability is definitely something that's gone out the window, man. Yesterday, when they increased the prices at the salon, I mean, even the lady kind of, when my card declined, she even looked at me like, ugh, you're broke. And I'm like, yeah, not many of us can afford this much money anymore, so I may not be going there ever again. All right, so this just got more real. All right, so we're gonna need some of these metal things. Looks like we're gonna need this metal rod, and that metal rod's going to take, that looks like, are these bees? Yeah. Okay, so the bees, it's gonna take the bees. Okay, so this is the metal rod where the feet go on. All right, so this is the step I'm on right now. So I completed that, and I'm already on step 3, building the undercarriage. So hopefully this will come together pretty darn quickly. Oh my gosh, I put together my couch, and I came to the conclusion that the feet weren't included, and then somehow they included the feet in another section. So this is what I'm working on now. These metal rods that are, I guess, going to connect to the main area. Okay, so all these rods look the same. So they all have like little T things on them. So it looks like I have 4 metal rods with T's on them. Let's see here. All right, so we got these. So that's 1. Okay, so we got 1, 1, and then we got a 2. So 1, 1. Then there should be a 2 here. So there should be 4 ones. 1, 1. Let's see. 1, 1, 1. Oh my gosh. If you guys have never had cupping before, it leaves little charred circles all over your skin, so it looks like you're covered in round little hickeys. It's quite the sensation, I'll tell you guys that much. All right, so we got 4 ones, meaning I'm missing, what is this? I'm missing the number 2. I'm missing the number 2. All right, so I got a number 3, but I still don't see a number 2. Let's see, that's a number 4. That's a number 3. Oh wait, there, underneath the boards, looks like, there it is. All right. All right, looks like I found the number 2. No pun intended. All right, so now we're going to put together number 2. Number 2 is going to go, how's number 2 going to go? Number 2 has got to have three holes in it. Wait, number 2. Okay, so that goes in there. Number 1, number 2 is going to go right here, it looks like. Okay, but how are we going to connect number 2? Any idea on how we connect number 2 and number 3? You guys look at this. I can't tell what I'm supposed to be doing there. Whew. Let's see. I hate how conservatives are fighting for my right to speak while now the left fights income inequality. Both these clowns caused this. Yes, they both did. I mean, there's no excuse. The left should have stepped in as soon as they noticed that there was a dictator in the White House. Like, there's no way that they didn't understand what was going on. Like, that's just blatant to me. Okay, so, all right, so number 1s get feet. So they get feet on them, but which way do they get feet? I guess they get feet on here. Okay, what do we use in there? We're going to use B's. Okay. All right, guys, taking this one at a time. C's and feet. These got to be B's. Yep, these are the B's. So the feet get B's. All right. They're all going to be the same size Allen wrench. Yes, they are. It's nice. All right, so. All right. Oh, wait, crap. There's different kinds of feet. Oh, Lord. Did I put the right feet on? Let's see, that's a 4. No, I put the wrong foot on. Well, this I realized before I kept going. That's the problem with making mistakes when you're putting together furniture. It's like you got to stop, make sure that you did the right thing, or else you get to the end and something will be turned around and it'll just look wrong, like my planter does right now. Some of the boards I turned to the wrong direction, and I was too lazy to take it completely apart and turn the boards in the right direction. So now my planter display has like 6 platforms that are all facing one way and 2 that are facing the exact opposite way. And I was like, you know what, it still works. We're just gonna leave it like that. All right, so we got that on there. So now we got to get, the ones. So how are the ones gonna stay on there? Oh wait, no. Oh, you know what? They probably used one of those things in it. Yeah, that's what I thought. So we're going to use the B's, and then we're going to use the 4s right here. Okay, so that makes more sense that we're using the 4 over here. 3 is probably a 3-2. Here's the 4. Okay, so this makes sense. That's why they're showing them as having multiple or three screws on this side, so that I can continue to make. So that's why we're going to have 3 screws here, because we're going to actually bolt it through that. So it's actually coming together really well, guys. I'm actually pretty surprised at how well this bed frame's coming together. I thought this was going to be more of a, let's call it a little you-know-what. But as long as you look at the pieces and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, it looks like it should come together pretty easily. All right, so all right. Whew. Turning on that fan was a great idea. All right, so it looks like, I'd say we're about 25% done. It's just putting in the screws. Then I gotta take apart my old bed. All right. All right. Actually, God, I've done this where the instructions were so useless that you just kind of wonder, it's like, really? You know, you have to. But I can't help but feel like I am doing free labor for this company, because, I mean, imagine how much more it would cost if you couldn't just send it in a box like that. If you had to send it fully assembled, how much of a price increase you'd have to have, first of all, for the labor to put it together, and then again for the labor to ship it. Because that's really what it would come down to, is you'd have to pay someone money to put it together, and then extra money for the people that are going to haul it to your house. No one does anything for free other than you when you get it and you have to assemble it yourself. I mean, you're doing the carrying it for them, you're doing the labor for them, and at the end of the day, they save money and you have to waste your weekend building it. And like I said, my bed was fine up until 2 weeks ago. And then it just started squealing like a mofo. Not exactly certain what went wrong there, but something went horribly wrong. And the bed frame just got loose. And I even got up in the middle of the night one night to try and see if I could get it to stop squeaking, because every time I moved in bed, it squeaked. And so I was like, crap, what am I going to do with this thing if I can't get it to stop squeaking? Because it was waking me up in the middle of the night. And if I have time, I'm going to move that desk off of this corner and into this corner here, and hopefully that works. Oops. I feel like we're making a lot of progress really quickly, which is always good. Because you don't want to feel like you're not going anywhere. There are some points a couple weekends ago where I was making my my planter display, in which I didn't think I was going anywhere fast. Oh Lord. Alright. You know, the funny thing about building furniture is once you're done, that furniture is going to stay in that form for the next few years, depending on what happens. Okay. I need another leg. There's the middle part of this. Okay. I'll get to your comment in a section. Just give me a second to put this leg together on here real quick, and then I'll read that. Whew. You know, I turned on that fan in the living room because I can't have it on in here, or else it would be, you guys wouldn't be able to hear me because it's so loud. All right. Let's see what you said. I'm actually really glad you're doing this live because I wanted to ask, what do you think Gen Z would think about the system they exist in if someone honestly explained Amish quality of life to them? I think Gen Z is actually completely tuned out. I think Gen Z has just given up to the point where they're like, well, we're not going to get paid. We're not going to be able to make money. We're not going to be able to live well. I think Gen Z is just, honestly, to be 100% honest with you, I think that Gen Z has given up because there really isn't a whole lot for them to hold on to right now. Like, there's no company really wants to hire them. What they want to hire them at is not a livable wage. They don't want to live with their parents, or they don't want to live with 50 people they don't know, because getting into a roommate situation sucks. And it's unfortunate because sometimes the people that you move in with, you think everything's going to be great. And believe me, it's not going to be great. You get tired of people really quickly when you live too close to them. So, I'm not certain what's going to happen to them. And I think that they don't know what's going to happen to them either. So, alright. So, I got the full outline, so all I have to do now is just put on the boards on the outside and the front, and then I'm done. I say that like it's practically done already. What the hell? Why does this look like that? Why is it at an angle like that? Oh, I know why it's at an angle like that, because I put it in the wrong place, that's why. I'm like, why is this sticking out like this? Like, that was supposed to go in that other hole, that's why. See what I mean, guys? Sometimes you get Watch what you're doing. There we go. All right, I'm gonna ramp you in. I want to scratch this all up, trying to bring that in there. All right. Anyone who thinks it's fair that you have to put together your own furniture is a complete psycho. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's much better looking. That's not twisted at an angle like it was before. All right. So let me show you guys how much progress I've made. All right, so here we go. Let's see. I think I tune in live MS and I see pictures of a bed. Where's the stream going? I'm building a bed frame. See? This is what I've built so far. This is all the garbage from it. So, crickety cricket. Oh, I get what you were saying now. It's like, I see a bed. I can only imagine what's about to happen. I'm not talking about anyone making the enduring of their own suffering worse. I'm just referring to people showing them that there are far better ways to exist than inside this system. Any ways better than this system. All right, so we just completed stage 3. And now we're moving on to stage 4. So I have got to attach these, the headboards, the backboards. And so I think that they are this part right here, which is probably going to be more challenging than let's see. Huh. They have no number on them. Notice I'm not seeing the number. This has to be them, though. Yeah, it matches right here perfectly. All right, so we got to find the screws for this. So this shouldn't take long. All right. What screws are we using? We're using A's. A's must be that unopened box right there. No, that's C's. Oh, A's right here. They were actually the first bag that I used. All right, so here we go. It's funny at all the different all the different ways you have to sit down while you're doing this. Like right now I'm kneeling into it. Yep. And so I think that's what it's saying. Because I have 2 matching pieces. So I have 2 matching pieces for the sides, 2 matching pieces for the other side. Uh-oh. This wrench is not going to work for how tight this is here. All right. I don't think any of us can really exist inside this system for much longer. I think this system is so corrupt now that it is nearly impossible for us to survive inside of it anymore. I believe that there's going to be starvation soon. If food prices keep going the way that they're going, they're going to systematically erase sections of the proletariat that weren't making it to begin with. So, you know, some people talk about there being an end to a certain group of people. I think poor people are going to start having a really hard time just being poor. Like the way that they're changing things intentionally to make poor people more poor it's working. It's having a devastating effect on the way that people see their lives. Like, I don't see myself getting ahead. Never. And I hate to say it, but it's designed that way. It's like they've said, you know, they're okay with people being poor. If you're okay with people being poor, then you're okay with people being starving in their own homes. And that's even if they can afford homes. Because rent is getting so bad that only a select few people can afford to live by themselves. So if only a certain group of people can afford to live by themselves, everyone else is going to have to live with people that they don't like. And that sucks. Because I've personally been there, having to live with people that you don't like because you have to. And it truly sucks that in a world that has so many resources that we're forced to live like this. I don't want to live like this. I don't even call this living. I mean, this bed that you guys are seeing in front of me, that bed frame, when I originally bought it 6 years ago, it was $250. Exact same bed frame today, went up $100 for no reason. Just like that. I went to go buy the exact same one actually. And that one, it's a spiritual undeath. I agree. It is not what they're doing to poor people is not justifiable in any circumstance. It's cruel, it's unusual, it's intentional. I mean, they're just walking us into our own demise. And I don't agree with the way that people get treated just because of circumstances, of where you were born, who you were born to. Basically, it comes down to who were your parents. And if your parents were poor, chances are you're going to be poor too. And that's, for me, probably the toughest part. It's like, no one asked to be born poor. No one wants to be poor. But yet here we are, living in a world where poverty has been normalized. Well, that's probably not safe. All right. Tell you guys this, there's this one thing that I can definitely feel in these parts is that they're cheaper. Everything that I'm building right now feels cheaper. I don't know how to explain that to you guys, but definitely all these parts feel much, much cheaper than the last time I built a bed frame. The wood feels a lot lighter than it did just 4 years ago, or 6 years ago when I built my old bed. Alright, we're almost to step 4. I think we just have to add the sides and then we're done. Alright. All right. I didn't think I was going to get this done this quickly. I thought I was going to be screaming at this bed frame for several hours, but I just have 2 more parts to install and we're done. Check it out, folks. We are nearly complete. So, yep. If I was born in the 1950s, where would I be living? I think that I really like living outdoors if I was living in the Four Corners area of Arizona. I think that's where I'd like to live. Alright, let's see here. Got those, and those. We have 2 more steps. Ooh, step 5 looks like it's gonna be a bitch. Okay, so we got D's, we got B's, we got E's, and we got C's. Woo-wee, B's. Alright, so we're gonna start out with B's. Oh look, they did provide me the tool. I knew that they were going to provide me the tool. Like, I had to go look for my own, but look at this. I just didn't see it. The G bag has the tool. Alright. Alright. So, where are the B's? There's the B's. Alright. I'm a little worried about this since I was wondering whether or not this was going to be a halfway decent project to build, and so far, not so bad. I wonder why these are floating. Wait a minute, did I put them on upside down? Am I building this thing upside down? No, the feet are all facing the right way. Unless they're not facing the right way. Uh-oh. I think we may have encountered disaster, people. Looks like... Look, these feet are hovering over the ground. I mean, these feet shouldn't be hovering, right? Uh-oh. Why are the feet not touching the ground? None of the feet are touching the ground. I think I screwed something up, folks. Something royally. The feet aren't touching the ground. Huh. Oh, I know, because we haven't moved the boards into place. No? Okay. So those are supposed to be up that way. All the feet are facing down. Okay. So BB meaning BB, all the feet are facing down, but they're not touching the floor. Huh, I guess I'll just keep going, see what happens. So maybe just gotta weigh it down, maybe. I just find that strange. It's let's go see. I'll put this one down on the other side really quick and see what happens. All right. I told myself this might happen. Or I would run out of a room. Instructions warn you not to try to do this by yourself. I can see why now. Okay. All right. No. We're C, B. Where the heck? Oh, there they are. No. Those are the A screws. Ah, here are the B screws. Oops, the B screw fell down. All right. All right, almost done. Almost done. Okay, there we go. That's looking a little bit more doable. Let's see. You guys are just hanging out in the chat, not saying much. Then again, you guys are just listening to me complain about putting this thing together. All right, so next we have, where did the C's go? Okay, I got D's. I got D's going in the side. Uh-oh, may have not been the best idea to wait on putting in the D's. The D's are like these little yellow pegs that it wants me to install. Okay, so I've got to install little pegs everywhere around the edges. Tell you what, guys, I've never kept my house clean before as much as I have since I moved in here. And not having to deal with really disgusting dirty floors has been amazing. And I am sweating like a pig. I can't get any ventilation in this room because the fans will be so loud that I won't be able to, you guys won't be able to hear me, and therefore be no point to having this chat going while I'm building. And the last one, oh my gosh, I hate having sweaty glasses. All right. Oh, I'm getting sweaty. It's supposed to be like 100 and some degrees outside today. And all right, so we got those little pegs in there. We got the B's in there. We got 8 square pegs. Now we've got E's. Let's see, we got E's, and then we got screws, and I think we're done. I think we are almost legitimately done. We just have to put in these little like foam inlays on top of these black bars, and I got to install these E's that have what? C's in them. So the E's are going to go, where are the E's going to go? The E's go on the outside, and then they anchor in with the C screws. All right, so let's find that. So we found the E's. They're right here, and so got to find the place where the E's go in. I think it's right here. Where do the E's go in? Okay, it looks like the E's go in right here. Yep. E's definitely go in here. And then I've got to find the C's to anchor them to. Ooh, C's are super long. All right. See if that's gonna go in there that easily. Looks like it's hitting something. It looks like those little ball things that I have to install in there have to be put in just the right angle so you can get the C screws in. All right. This is the hardest part to do on my old bed, is to get the screws to go in there. All right. Well, I wish I could show you guys how sweaty I am. It's nasty sweaty in here. I feel like I'm in a sauna. I'm sweating. Every part of my body right now is sweating. Okay, there it goes. All right. Just about done. We have about 4 screws left, and we will be done. I don't know what's going on here. Why is this taking? This has been so hard to do. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm in a hot yoga class. I definitely need some cooling in here. Ooh. Alright. It's proving to be a little difficult just because of the angle that it's at, but it does seem to be tightening. Alright. Alright. It's one side done. 3 more to go. And then we should be home free. I didn't think this was going to happen this quickly. I really had my doubts. What's wrong with this? It's weird. Like it's not deep enough to go in there. Oh my gosh, I'm getting really frustrated. Ow! I just stepped on the bag of screws. All right, guys, this is it. I got way too much work to do. I'll have to talk to you guys